morning. This is Rhonda here this morning with Boom TV, and I'm here with a good friend of mine, Ray, with NEFCU. How are you this morning?
Very good, thank you.
So we know that you have been engaged with Boom. Tell me a little bit about your experience.
Oh, it's been fantastic working with Frank Gargano, Frank Ardito, and the Boom crew. Getting our name out there is paramount. You know, not a lot of people know what credit unions do, and I work specifically with businesses. So getting out there and networking on Long Island, meeting businesses who are also there to, like-minded and to do business with one another is paramount for us. In terms of branding, Boom has been fantastic because Boom enables us to speak to other businesses of a higher, I'll call them of a higher caliber.
Sure.
Businesses that are really there to get to know one another and very passionate about what they do. And that's something that I noticed that's very different about this group, is that there's a passion about helping one another. And when you have that focus, you're bound for success.
So we know that when you're talking about the business community and we're talking
Yes.
about banking, there's obviously a difference between a credit union and banking with another institution.
Sure.
Tell me what, people who may not know, what is the difference between banking with a credit union and banking with a traditional bank?
Well, banking with a traditional bank, they're there to provide products and services to clients, and then they generate fees and revenue to please shareholders. And that's a great business model. What works better, in my opinion, for, I'll call them the little guy, but, the local people, the local businesses, the small businesses that are the focus of the community. Really, the big banks are not a good fit for them because they're not going to get that individualized attention. Our business model is that the member is owner in the cooperative. So when you're a business and you're doing your business banking at NEFCU, we're focusing entirely on that member in terms of we're generating revenue, and that revenue goes back to the member in terms of better rates on deposits, better rates on loans, less in fees, and more individualized attention. So for a business that has smaller needs, and maybe they're not a great fit for a bank that is going to focus more on a larger business with larger needs and more profitable needs to their shareholders, we'll focus on that community business to help them.
Amazing.
To work with them.
So tell me a little bit about what the requirements would be for somebody to bank at NEFCU.
Sure. It's actually pretty easy. If you breathe air in Long Island at some point, you're going to be eligible. So
Okay.
if you live, work, or worship on Long Island,
Okay.
that's our legal definition. So, essentially, if you are in Nassau, Suffolk County, you can do business with us.
Okay. And when you come out to business organizations such as Boom, is there any particular industry that you look to affiliate yourself with?
Sure. Well, for me, as I said, branding is kind of paramount, getting our name out there for what we do, because when people think of a commercial mortgage, they're not going to think necessarily of NEFCU.
Sure.
So I look personally to meet with attorneys, accountants, because they're good resources for me. Once they understand the value proposition that we bring, it's a no-brainer. Once they experience that paradigm shift of saying, hey, well, nonprofit banking for my clients, they can get better rates on their deposits, loans where maybe they couldn't get it through a traditional banking source, they're going to come to me.
Amazing.
It's all local decision makers.
Good. Well, I think you're in the right place. We have plenty of amazing people outside, and I should say inside, waiting to meet you. So thank you so much for joining us today. And how do people reach you if they want to get in contact with you?
Sure. Best way is, cell phone is on my card. So the cell phone number, I don't know if I should leave that now.
Well, how about what branch you're located at? Or
Branch, I'm in Westbury. Also email, text, you name it. But my information's available. Westbury branch, we have 12 branches on Long Island, or you can look at me on the web.
That's amazing.
mynefcu.org.
Great. Thank you so much for joining
Rhonda,
us this
thank
morning,
you.
Ray. Thank
All right.
you.